Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics.
What up? What up? It is Friday. Had to take the night off yesterday. Sorry about that. A little bit bogged down. Needed a recovery day. Was a bloody day in the market. I hope you guys had enough intel from the amount of content put out on all the platforms to navigate that. I think you should have. 1 second. Let me get all these stupid charts lined up. That one is needed. That one is not needed. That one is needed. That one is not needed. Okay. Okay, got you, sir. Perfect. All right, I do need that. You guys like this, like Director Vale setup this morning? This looks pretty wild, doesn't it? Has some kind of very, I'm trying to think of the artist that I'm thinking of. There's an artist that has like a vibe like this. I want to say he's like, 60s, 50s era. I can't think of it right now, but it'll come to me. Let's see. Announcements. All right, there we go. Shout out to M Mond, appreciate the bits, and Boomy. That's right, Warhol. I think it's Warhol. That's what I'm thinking of too. You're probably right. Definitely looks badass, right? One of the more interesting faces of Nomics. I gotta find a way to do like a lot more movement stuff. But this is fucking fire. I don't know if I'm coming or going. So we got 75 here. We've got about half of our usual audience somehow has never found their way back over here, but hopefully those guys are okay on Twitch. You guys navigate. We talked about the sailor situation on the May the 4th show, Secrets. And were you able to navigate that situation? We pretty much had that, somebody brought up an AVAX chart, and it was pretty sick, right? This is a Path A, Path B cast. Let me go get this one right now. So, since we last talked, let's see, May 4th, we had the Federal Reserve announcement, and today is, let's say Friday, yeah, Federal Reserve announcement on Wednesday, so I haven't seen you guys since Wednesday. Awesome community play I want to talk about. Oh, wrong one. Come on. How sick is that? So that was the Federal Reserve announcement day. And literally ecosystem wide, from people who've been here like Matt 6 years to people who I just met, like Nacho, who I think just joined us like maybe a month or two ago. To peeps from all over the place. Nate, Estinada, who's been here for a while. Saifu's, Twitter followers for a long time. Ferdy's a Nebula 3 student. So this is like what I actually had hoped for, because I get a lot of people that are really FOMO about like what's on every platform, and I think people don't get like what I'm trying to do. So, I'll kind of describe this easy. So, yeah, I left a lot of stuff on a lot of platforms, and I do make it kind of a puzzle for you to go get it, because it's like a joke about being hidden in plain sight, right? It is in plain sight, but you kind of have to go put it in plain sight, kind of. But once you see it, do you figure out what to use? And that's kind of like funny to me. But it also trains a habit for you to like, be a puzzle solver, to like go do stuff, and not just look for like somebody to go, hey, buy this like level. That kind of like person like doesn't have the ability to take action in the moment anyway at those levels and see things right. So I try to train a habit for people where they like are a little bit more proactive about getting information and kind of make it fun to do it. But it is really obvious when you get it. Anybody who's been around for a while knows when you start to get like some of the stuff that's been in front of you for a while, you feel stupid because it was really, really fucking obvious, Holy crap, who is that? I don't know who Errol is, but shout out to Errol, respect. Make an effort. That little bit, once you keep doing it and you get into the fact that you can dig through and the shit is kind of obviously hidden in front of you, it's just in a couple places, it trains a habit the average person doesn't actually like have, which is effort. And it also gets you used to paying attention to stuff that's in front of you because you get used to getting fucking look like an asshole. You'll start to kind of like look a little deeper, and that trains that little, attention to detail habit. So those little habits are part of what lets you act on stuff without a bunch of emotions. That's the way I train it, is by doing that. In the world that we're in right now, a highly emotional environment, it's kind of like trying to like balance out training those habits with making sure the greatest amount of people still have utility of the station before they're fucking dead, while I'm trying to train a habit that does take a lot of time to train. And I've kind of been in a really great place with like how to put the information in front of people, make them go get it, and not turn into a FOMO idiot turn to one of those channels that I can't stand. So I'm trying to walk that line, and I put pieces on OnlyFans. I put it on the show, and this one is the Goku levels. This will forever be the most epic shit, this guy. But we have these levels. We're going to go over, obviously, today we go over all the time, the spy levels, right? And we talked about the Darth Maul candle you get on events. We talked about it for years. I can't believe it, but okay, I guess some of people don't actually know who the fuck Darth Maul is. This is fucking ridiculous. Somebody DM me that. Like, really? Star Wars is like, they made it for the new generation. You should still know who the fuck this guy is. But this is the Darth Maul candle. Can't fucking believe that, it's fucked up when you use stuff and you're like so old that the shit doesn't make sense. But yeah, the two-sided candle is the Darth Maul candle. Fucking shit, man. I'm not that old, and this guy is pretty fucking cool in any generation. But yeah, the candle that goes both ways, like what the fucking Federal Reserve generates, you let that happen, and then you can play. So we put that in the channel for you guys, and you guys all from every era, trained, non-trained, viewer, were able to use it, use your levels, and play a big-ass wave. Look how many people hit this. These are from every era, brand new to like fucking years old. Whole community-wide play to play this guy out. And then we shot up to the old bar Nomics, which you guys know to watch out for. And like you said, high VIX environment, you take your fucking money and run, right? Because it'll take your money back. So this I thought was incredible, because this is what I like to see. You use information from the show, and you use the charts that you have, in the system, the Discord-wide prep, and you guys are able to navigate yourselves out, all of you. And since we've seen the Reddits, you guys are all taking very similar types of entry logics and risks. So really cool shit. That's about as good as it fucking gets, right? Like as an ecosystem wide. And this is the only way like you can have a group of people trading together and winning. You all have to kind of like be able to make your own choices. And yeah, we have the same intel, but we don't make the same play, right? You have to be able to like take information and say, well, at this moment in time at 9:57 a.m. and 23 seconds, this is the point at which I'm going to do something. Nobody else can have that idea at that moment for it to be a valuable thing. So you can't have a form of mentality where everybody says, I'm going to all buy at 9:57, 23 seconds, right? Because there's only so much shares on the offer. You need to all have your individual moment of value in your own universe. So we lay out information, but again, no one's telling you to do something. You must be able to make choices. Like a valuable choice is a value unto itself in its own system. And each of you have to be your own value. And then, we can meet back up together and have all won in our respective systems. That is the way that I've understood to put a lot of people in the same place that have a chance to do that. You all can't be a FOMO-tastic idiot. I have to leave something to your own devices. And then, you guys have to be able to make that choice yourself. There is no fucking magic formula to making people win at trading, right? You guys all individually made a choice here that was valuable when no one else did. And that wasn't a broadly like, hey, guys, hit the button now thing. This is the only way that I believe you can have a system of people win together. And so to have a TV station at the center of it is what I'm trying to do. Obviously 5 shows a week at my age might not be as easy as I thought, but I'm going to try it for as long as I can. I'm going to take days off if I need to, but the evening shows for now, we're probably going to do 1 a week. And then just the 3 in the days. And that should be enough intel for you guys to cover and be able to do shit like this. But this is fucking fire. So really proud of you guys. That was pretty awesome to see how many new people participated in that too, because I was pretty surprised to see some of the new guys do it. So good stuff. Jesus Christ, Fractile. Well, I hope you destroyed something. Very nice. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Oh, right. The emojis didn't stick. I'm gonna get our badges and our emotes from fucking Twitch over here, because these shits are fucking terrible. what the hell is that? That's like something I would have designed in like 1998 if you gave me a chance to be a graphic designer. That's fucking terrible. Shout out to a Big Tippers, Errol and Fractal. You guys are badasses. So I think that's pretty good, right? This is as good as we can have things synced up, and we have things, we've organized some playlists for you guys now. I see that you guys are now watching the cheat sheet playlist more than everything else. It was the Metaverse playlist, but now you motherfuckers are looking at entry logics over there. Make sure you still study, you study the Reddit. The Reddit's been phenomenal. The amount of shit that you guys are all playing together, like all playing, multiple people playing Ape, and multiple people playing some of the other plays out there, you're showing like, your thought process all individually. I think that's a fucking phenomenal education. I couldn't have put that together if I wanted to, what you guys have assembled in Reddit. That to me is more information on almost anything I've written on blog-wise. There are so many versions of, you putting these things into the market from a little bit different variances, so I think it's cool. Lots of different winners from lots of different positions in the same asset. And some of you hitting the same asset multiple times. I think it's fucking sick what we've got going on Reddit. So anybody who's brand new, dude, study the Reddit. That thing's an education beyond fucking words, because you've got people that got a history of where they were starting kind of fucked up to where they got real efficient. All right, there was something I wanted to play for you guys. Oh yeah, where's that stupid clip? After all this fucking time this morning, I was trying to make a highlight, and man, I can't believe I ever get this show to work. How bad I am at fucking using technology, but like, well, fuck it. So I'll just play the bitch on here. So, how good is this? This is on Tuesday, May the 4th. Peep this shit. I hope this fucking works. You guys hear my audio, right? Let's see. Damn, that sucked. Almost did it. Not this. Next part. Hold on, it's coming. The chance to have him rotate and bang out. And then, that was it, right? I think I got everybody's shit. AVAX. The AVAX fractal for Sailor. This guy we've done before. He's sitting on something we drew. He's sitting on a no trigger. So what we just talked about Bitcoin, right? This is like a fractal of that. Bitcoin's little 17 cycle. And like, let's see, like Sailor is basically here. Dude, is this like exactly right? Let's go pull this up. I made that thing on BTC. Times 10, right? Okay, Sailor is in a bigger res, but it's fractal structure. So, let's see. Jesus fuck Sailor. This is where Sailor is. This guy's just a big ass target now, That's this. Oh yeah, that's exactly that. God damn it, Michael. You guys see that, right? I'm not crazy. Are we seeing the same thing? It looks scary. Well, fuck. So you go down here, have an epic bounce that's catchable, and then kill everybody, and then really go. So that looks fucking terrible. What a way to close the show out. Thanks a lot for the AVAX chart. So it's possible. Isn't that crazy? Not the fractal you want that you're looking for. So hedge downside risk, right? Hedge downside risk. As much as we see luxury art kind of price points, I know we're out of time, 912. As long as you see like kind of like luxury art kind of price points in the NFT, blue chips, they seem to be repricing even as crypto gets weaker. But if there's a big enough sucking sound, even they will take a certain degree of downside movements. So pointing this out a lot, like, this. Crazy, right? Perfect call for all risk assets for you guys. Hopefully that memo, hit you guys where it needed to. This was, let me see if it's still on the charts for TradingView. I pulled this up earlier. But this is the heat map for BTC. This is this morning, actually. The heat map for yesterday is this. Right. That was crypto off a fucking bridge. BTC had a nasty move in there. Didn't really capture that. BTC had like a fucking almost a 10% move. This was stocks. Dow Jones down 1,000 points. Fucking epic drop. And then did I take another one of these? Our blue chip artwork we talked about. Everything there got whacked too. So across the board, right, if the deflationary pressure is strong enough, it hits everything, right? It creates capital flight eventually everywhere if it gets strong enough. So we do want to pay attention to where we're at today because the VIX is still sitting in the 30s, you know? And that's the thing, people got if you get complacent, you can actually detect complacency with the VIX north of 25, like, you know, south of 32. There are people getting complacent with the VIX in a place that's pretty much fucking just shy of Armageddon, you know, which is fucking nuts. So you need to make sure people fucking realize, hey, things are risky. And until people fucking value that, right, it doesn't stop. So pretty fucking crazy. But that was a warning across all risk assets, and we've been talking about that for a while. So hopefully you guys use that to stay safe. You know, crazy shit though. So I wouldn't imagine it'd be big tippers unless you guys did. So fucking, you know, big ups to everybody who dodged a bullet or even played the dirty energy basket that we put in OnlyFans, because again, oil's catching traction, and you know, again, the disaster basket's looking like you should have eyes on it. So crazy shit. It's in lira. Is that what that was? Errol Gun Ezra said that the tip was in lira. I didn't know you could do that. Is that what that was? Is that what that is? Are those the different currencies around the world? I did not know what that was. So that fractal Al 500, that's not dollars. You guys are funny. I have no idea what these are then. No shit. You know what? I did not realize there was a currency symbol next to that. I'm so confused. Okay, those are euros. What in the world were those, Fractal Owl? Were those fucking like twigs? What did you send me? You guys are deceptive. You're gonna send me some fucking Iraqi dinars next. 1 million Iraqi dinars. It's pretty cool. Oh damn, YouTube's pretty fucking global with that. That's cool. Dope shit. So, Sailor is the target though. You know, it's pretty funny. Look at this. This came out the next day from the show. You guys want to talk about a direct fucking ripoff of this show? Look at this. The very next day, or by the evening, by 5 o'clock the evening from we did the show, this comes out in Fortune. He literally, this guy, whoever this is, posts literally the exact fucking thing. But this now advertises it to the world. Like, now the whole world knows where Michael Saylor's stop is. That's not good. Get out of here. I'm not subscribing to your shit. You got your shit from me, motherfucker. Anyways. But yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. He has a whole thing that we talked about down here. Margin call from hell and stuff like that. The CFO quote that we showed you from Discord. This guy puts it all up here and just to talk about it. This is a direct rip. If you ever wondered why people who read this kind of shit are late, now you know, right? Pretty crazy. I haven't seen the new Doctor Strange yet. Yesterday was recovery day, but I do plan to go see it. Don't ruin it. No spoilers. The Philippine peso. Oh my god, is that better or worse than the typical peso? I know Mexican pesos. No spoilers, you Doctor Strange people. All you motherfuckers in Australia saw that shit first, shut up. Alright, so it's a little short, 8:39. Let's do some war stories. Did you guys get any? There better be some war stories because you guys fucking won. Prep announcement. So you guys, first off, you like that prep announcement? Do you like that style format of doing that? It was like, you know, not too detailed, not too complicated, but I think, you know, actionable. So trying to work out a format I think, you know, feels good for that in what I did here. But yeah, you know, we got good key levels. Of course, Ragnarok's giving us some stuff this morning after we do post. I'm gonna try to get one in there for you because, you know, we're obviously in a pretty critical spot. These levels are just, you know, bomb, you know, put them on your chart and just use them. This whole range will be fire. If he ever gets back up in here, whatever, these are fucking killer levels. So we'll look at where we are today on that, and then we'll put an update around this today for the session. It's a dangerous session, it looks like. So we'll try to finish on time so I can get enough stuff in front of you done fast enough. And then, for you guys who are in OnlyFans, I hope you pay attention to things across time. A lot of people have a bad habit in here of like using this like right when the post comes out, and if the post is not actionable that minute, they just fucking forget, right? So like there's a lot of content in here, from the fact that I left this in here, and this is still in action, right? These are your big risk assets that are getting deflated right now, growth stories that are getting hammered. These guys are still both fucking very actionable. ARC is fucking getting wrecked. These still, underlie the growth story that you, what just happened? That you need to pay attention everywhere. I have a disaster basket. I pointed out here your underperformance of BTC and Tesla and things like that. They're on the south side of this, while your energy guys are still good. So all these things you should keep in mind. Your relative strength, guys. Other dirty energies, right? I didn't give you just one. Many dirty energy baskets are in here. It's not just the last one. So try to make sure you don't just like, oh, the only thing he put up was this. No, there's many. Do your own research a little bit, right? Also down here, where is it? Where did we put his ass? I know I already passed it. Right, this is the crypto, right? The situation that's been going on in crypto from a while ago. This is from March 14th. You're in May. Many people forget this is back here, right? This is a sailor warning originally that he's fucking a numbnut. So that's how old that warning was, right? And the whole warning for all other crypto equity plays. They look like crash cycles. So, the body of work that we have here, you can use as much of it or as little as you want. You can use this stuff if you want more detailed things. You can use the show and a non-channel if you're more of a, doing many other things and this is something you passively do. But I didn't make this so you have to be everywhere too. A lot of people are like freaking out. I don't have time to watch the evening plus the morning. Then don't do that. If you're on the evening show, you caught a warning about this. If you're in the morning show, you caught a warning about this. If you're in Discord, you caught a warning about this, right? And if you're in my private channels, you caught a warning about this. I didn't make this have to be in every single place to get the warning about this. I made it for every skill set that a person could have to have the chance for being able to practically apply what we have here, which can keep you the fuck out of harm's way. So now I've made it so that it's a global thing. If you're on whatever time zone the evening works for, watch that. If you're in the morning and the morning works for that, watch that. If you want to watch it all because there's a lot of stuff you can study from and learn in it, do as you can handle. But don't go out, don't kill yourself like you got to be everywhere. I didn't make it like that. You can be anywhere and do incredibly well. And as long as you put a little effort in, I'll put enough information in front of you to give you a better shot than the average guy out there. All right, that being said, prep announcement, show intel. Okay, what just happened? This guy says, William Pine, prep announcement plus show intel plus OnlyFans equals money. See? And what part did you leave out? Well, he's watching the show. It's okay, he's everywhere. It's been a few months since my last card, as I'm trying to get my own hustle from the ground besides work. I couldn't actively trade. Tried to do a few trades without journaling, just play from alerts and tried to get some R's in, but just really doesn't work like that, and burned a few R's. After that, I took a few weeks time out in trading. Now my side hustle is sustaining key levels and got some structure so I can give more time to stalking a ticker, and I choose Looks USDT. Okay. So you make a project out of one symbol. Okay. Looks USDT starts to show signs of low time frame reversal, and I had my trigger above box range after what could be a bull flag rotation. At first, it got so choppy I didn't want to go anywhere near it, but kept looking at better structures to reveal itself. Then I saw a bull flag forming perfectly on my trigger. I felt I needed to take action, but got the morning prep warning in Discord simultaneously and decided to wait for the Darth Mauls. The price got quite high at first, then after which it wicked down into the trigger level, and I felt this was my time to shine, and I stepped in, which led to a play of 5.8 Rs. So, okay, so you played the Darth Maul inside Looks. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I wouldn't think anybody would have fucking applied that over there, but there you go, right? It happens everywhere. That's pretty hilarious, dude. Good catch. Where do you go from there? I lost track of my shit. I lost track of it. Oh, play 2 was a continuation play from the bull flag break. Made a higher low, low time frame stops were tight, got a bit more ballsy, and locked R's already from last play, which played of good. Managed to get another 11 R's. Nice. So this is dope. See, look at the level of detail he's got in this stuff. Look at that. Look at this guy. And you're waiting to go into church. You know what you're doing. Good stuff, man. That's what we're talking about right there. Reddit fucking vault of wisdom. Another war story from Jason Kim. Hey guys, I have had an opportunity for more smaller time frame plays due to this high. I have had the opportunity for more small time frame plays due to this high VIX situation. Definitely took an advantage and planned accordingly with the intel provided by Kaz. Here are my latest trades. Thank you, Kaz and Vicky, for everything you do for me in the eco. You Vixie. Beast mode rotation. Look at that. Yep, VIX. Like I told you guys, that's a good thing, and I put it into OnlyFans to Discord too, right? This the VXX is kind of gone, so the UVXY is the guy to kind of use right now if you want to play the VIX moves and shares. That's the guy you kind of want to use. WMB, these guys are inside OnlyFans. Very nice. 10R. OnlyFans paying dividends, motherfuckers. Definitely badass. 4.2, another 10 over here. Oh, no, WMB, 2 of them for 10, 12. Wow, you're killing that shit. Wow, you hit every single thing in the basket? You greedy motherfucker. So you don't have to do that. It's greedy. But that's good. You hit them all. The basket was 100% winner. If you guys didn't see that, peep that out. This thing. Posted on May the 4th also with the warning on risk assets. Now think about this, right? Warned you about risk assets, warned you about blue chip NFTs, and then posted the only bull structure in the marketplace, right? Dirty Energy, which went fucking flying. Every direction, every asset class. Think about how sick that is all on May the 4th to head into fucking the FOMC, right? The only really winning side of the market, and then the fucking like complete warning for all the rest of it. You put that together, it's one of the baddest synthetic calls ever. If you don't know what that means, join church. Anyways, yeah, I'm proud of that. Good shit. Hit everything. Killer intel, great resources, and you guys can do some amazing shit. Look at that. This is some big ass stuff here. Long and short on ape. Wow, this is really simple on Mass Peter Parker. Don't write me a book. Don't worry. Don't come back and write me a book neither. I do appreciate it. What did you do? Long and short ape. You bought this. I can't figure out where your short's at. I see that. Am I retarded? Because I sure don't see the other one, but I'll trust it. This is good shit. I don't know where that is. I must be retarded. But looks like you did good on that. So good stuff, man. On the other side of the metaverse, first war story. JR Wizard. Cool. First ones are always good ones. I made plans for possible short good emoji use after seeing VIX pump 2 weeks ago. Had the AXS trigger level off of a previous show and the knowledge of his current weak fundamentals. Caught the rotation out of the bull flag in the VIX 1 day later, which DXY confirmed. This early entry spared me from craziness of double dicks flying all around the market. Dude, you put a lot of stuff for this being your first one, you put a lot of stuff together. I should have kept my short shorter after seeing the cool down on the VIX in the beginning of this week, but I didn't start taking profits then. The stall around the mid 29 swing level woke me up from a mix of what I think was laziness and greed, and I closed my position entirely. I learned a lot in the short amount of time I've been watching this show. Thank you, Kaz and Vicky, for what you do, and also being so consistent and entertaining during these mix-up times. For sure, you know, it's definitely market information is pretty hard to watch. I know that. Trying to kind of make it like a comic book and gamify it was kind of like, you know, an idea. I'm a big Marvel comic book fan, so hopefully it's fun while you make some money and turn this into what it really is. It's like any other video game, you know, and you guys talk about, all you motherfuckers are about play to earn video games. If this is not the biggest play to earn video game, I don't know what the fuck is, right? It's ridiculous. So let's see, where are we at? Button one more of these, and we could do macro sections, and then get ready. First time trading currency pairs. Fractal Dick Monkey brands lands here. Been taking way lesser trades in this high VIX environment. Less is more, so preserving my mental and cash capital. Lost a few R's way back in January when the VIX environment was high, and put a stop loss on trading on a larger capital. Stop loss on trading on larger capital. Shifted to paper trading to understand how to play this high VIX environment. Once I became profitable over a number of trades, I then shifted gradually to a smaller trading capital, which is much reduced position size as part of my risk management. Goal is to be profitable across all market conditions over time and to treat trading as a business and to be a great risk manager. Sounds like good goals. Took a short play on Euro USD pair for 4 Rs, which was my first time trading currency pairs. All right, your very first play is a 4 R. Sounds good. I got this intel from the show Secrets, where you mentioned USD strength is against European bloc nations. Correct. European bloc nations are the weak guys, so your best of breed dollar pairings are going to be, dollar versus any motherfucker that's exposed to risk of Putin. I lost track of my shit. Where you mentioned USD strength against European bloc nations and not against commodity-backed currencies, and to play the best of breed. Yep, good shit. So, seems pretty logical. Oof, man, that bar color scheme. Don't take the default background. Nobody takes the default background. Do something to this chart. Jesus. But yeah, good stuff. About as good as it gets, guys. So, seeing a lot of good use of intel by peeps I've never, trained at all, and that's what I want to see. I want to see people be able to use the show, and if you sat at home and CNBC had real intel on it, you'd be able to do these things, So to see that happen from the show and public intel, I think is really great. All right, so let's get a macro in so we can figure out what the fuck is happening. I think we kind of know what's happening. Let's see, what do I gotta do here? I know this thing does pre-market. Where is it at? Pre-market. Let's see where things are pre-market. So, not the worst considering how bad things were down yesterday. You can see them indicating down a lot lower. You do want to see, all your biggies are down slightly off the open. Energy is your bright spot, right? So this is a great way for a lot of people, like, where do you look in the mornings? This is a great tool because they do this. They have the post market, which was, this will only work after the bell. I guess it resets already in the morning. And then did they do past day? So yeah, it shows you last yesterday. And then like in the morning, I checked this one, or TD Ameritrade does one too. It's pretty good. And you can look at pre-market. And by this, you can look real quickly, right? Where's the strength today? It looks like it's still around dirty energy, right? Because you see Exxon and all those guys, oil guys. I think a few of them have earnings and stuff. So if this is the lay of the land walking into the marketplace, some of those dirty energy baskets you have in OnlyFans and stuff like that look like they're still, the smarter place to be if oil can keep on finding its strength. All right, so that being said, here is our Goku sheet. One sec. Right. This is fucking in my way. All right. Our Goku sheet, right? So, Ragnarok level, that was the FOMC announcement, spiked up to Nomics, back in the zone. This box range I drew for you, right, is kind of like a no man's land. You want to play him at getting out of it or going under it. And that's going to set a direction. Now you have the FOMC event is in here. So we vacate to either side of this thing. He's probably going to find big gas again. And you're in a really precarious spot because this level is this. It's the VIX being crazy, and it's sitting here back at 30. So the VIX dumped back down, and this was a box range we have set around Nomics. Nomics is in this zone. Nomics is in like 22s. Not on this particular chart though. I have them on this chart, VIX. This one just got so much shit on it, I don't go on it anymore. All the major levels are here though. So Supreme being level down there. Nomics is this zone down here. So he really didn't go anywhere. He kind of just did a big whipsaw underneath 37, and he's gone down to like 24, and you're 32, right? So north of 30 is just not a good fucking place for risk assets. Period, period, period. North of 21 is not. 32 is definitely a bad place for all risk assets. So above, as the higher you go here, the bigger the sucking sound gets, the more you'll start to see deflationary pressure hit everything. Just, because people are getting liquidated. Enough liquidations happen here, it'll pull down even your high net worth guys to fucking sell shit. So this will force liquidations. If this goes shooting through here, you're going to get a big, big, big de-risking event. So we keep track of this coming to the morning. It's still strong from overnight. All right, this is the VIX coming to the session tonight from 3 in the morning. And we're still strong, right? VIX opens, if you didn't know, the VIX opens at 3 o'clock with Europe. And so he's open, he's still strong. So we want to pay attention to this, right? Doesn't you want to try and call a top on it, right? We'll go back to this chart. This chart's too messy. So probably this flag happened, rotated, dumped down, expanding range kind of thing. Again, this is your line in the sand, about 35, 20s. So that today, SPY, if we dump down, SPY is going to have a bounce again. It's going to bounce somewhere in this zone. Come on. Always does this. You get under here though, and the VIX gets strong, things can get very fucking ugly. We talk about Big Penis a lot because she's kind of the poster child, I think, of this entire cycle. And this lady's in a very precarious position. MicroStrategy, we mentioned before, right, was a proxy for everything Sailor. Man, this thing's just killing me with this load time. All right, that was a bear flag we were worried about, looking something like this flag. And if it's anything structurally like this, it's just literally going to keep tracking and bleeding people the fuck out and bleed Sailor's ass out. So this is only scary because it looks like Bitcoin, it looks like ARK, it looks like a whole lot of shit. Shop. Remember that guy that came on the show that was freaking out about Shopify? I forget where he did that at. It was like at 600s or something. It was up in here. But yeah, very, very bad sentiments on that. Was it on this chart? I thought we marked him on something. I think it was this chart we're talking about. Yeah, he was in here talking some shit. And it's like it's going to double from here. Could get cut in half from here. So yeah, this is getting epically bad. Like, this is probably good to check out how far down Shopify is. Let's see, where are we at now? 77. You can get to 85 to 90 in a real bear market. 85 to 90% from the top is not unheard of. We'll put Shopify back there. To get to 90. Crypto bubble was 96%, but 85 to 95%, something like that is a full wipeout, in a bear market. So Kathy, we talk about her. Remember this one? We're looking for this possibly, but if you look at the top full range wipeout, it would be see, that's 80. If you get 90. What's it gonna take for Kathy to fucking stop dumping people's money? Okay, that didn't work. What the heck? DXY thing, so we talked about this. Still sitting on that high, didn't get through it, but again, Euro, right, is a weaker asset. So even though DXY is holding ground, the Euro himself is slightly weaker than most things. Definitely should stay on your radar here, as the situation inside Europe hasn't changed much. So that we talked about VIX, talked about dollar, talked about stocks. Look at some of your big stocks too, like Apples and stuff some of the names that if you can get them at a discount and sound like good ideas, they're just not ready now. This is all, gonna need just new structure. So we could take this guy and probably while that's tracking that way, you just don't bet. You allow it a rotational structure. Right now, you don't have to bet on it. We thought we'd come out here and make a bull flag. It's just countering back like this aggressively. It could be kind of dangerous to kind of like sit there and kind of not pay attention to what it's doing. We look at it from the bottom of COVID. Apple's a great proxy in the whole market. And we look at the last high, what made it. It's definitely concerning, right? So if Apple gets underneath this, the market would be de-risking pretty hard, probably through 37. But like this would be a gas pedal move that would happen if Apple rotated fully through this and came down and corrected down. He'd be correcting probably like to this system. All right, this is the biggest amount of volume that we have available in the whole thing. So down to this system and through that. But I think this would be an epic de-risk event. If we saw Shopify get down to like 85, 90% off, then you probably see a whole lot of the market bleed significantly more if we're ultimately going to see Michael Saylor get margin called. So, paying attention to all the crypto guys that we said, right, they all look like shit. And then that being said, let's look at our crypto guys, right, BTC, we told you this projection, right, there's a good chance he could do something like this. He's literally following exactly the wave we gave you, and he's under like your critical swing level here and now that we told you to pay attention to, which he sat under since the last time we were on the show. So, definitely, cautionary things as you watch this unfold. I do feel it's a bad thing to see Saylor's margin position stop out be posted publicly. ETH is, like I said, I gave you guys a cheat sheet on this. I thought ETH could have some relative strength on BTC, even though we're kind of weak in the dollar world. And that's kind of shown itself a little bit, right? A little bit of strength to it. But as I said before, right, you have to keep this in mind if you're going to play ETH BTC and you have worry about your dollar valuations, then you have to hedge accordingly. So that being said, total is deviating something serious. So this was his eggplant projection, and he is more than it's still got a bull flag structure if you look at it from one perspective, but he's definitely looking like he's deviating the trajectory of what was expected from this, and so that's also concerning as well. USDT, you guys know you're supposed to watch this, right? He gets above here, that's dangerous. We talked about that. And you're above that. That is a trigger for a full de-risking of crypto. So keep this in front and center. That guy can't be up there, and crypto would be a good idea to be long. If he doesn't fail this, things can get much, much, much worse. All right, I think that's about everything for our macro stuff. Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about there? No. And then VIX, where we at right now, VIX? Right, we already know we're at VIX. So above Goku level, this is a trigger level for market de-risking, which it did. It pushes harder. Everything de-risk. Shitcoins, NFTs, everything. Everything on the planet will de-risk. If we get into this zone, everything will get liquidated. Cash will be king. All right, that's 903. Damn. Well, only 4 symbols. You guys made it easy. Michael Saylor. LTC. How to join Nebula training. So I don't accept anybody directly to that shit at all. Everybody I really want to learn to trade from the show, first and foremost. I only train people in what I call church, which is like a streamlined Nebula, who are already profitable from here and have like scorecards and then like know what they're doing already. I'll help you refine some shit that'll make you like fucking legendary. But I don't want anyone to feel like I need to jump from the show to this class so I can get to do stuff. That's not it. I don't want that at all. Trying to make you like undo your psychological bullshit to get you to pay attention for 8 weeks. That just makes me want to reach through the computer and strangle people. So no, I don't want to do that. Watch this shit. If you see all the people who are like becoming extremely successful doing that on Reddit, this is the forum that I want to do it in. If you get to the point at which you feel like you want to fork over any BTC to me to like learn from me, you should already demonstrate that you learned from this show. Because if you don't have the capacity to use this public information, I'm not trying to like teach you much more detailed information if you can't pay attention to this. So worry about this stuff. Pretty much everybody who pops up in the chat asking about Nebula, it's pretty much no. So like you'll know if you ever want that. Beyond that part, make it a Discord and let me get a chance to rip your face off psychologically and see if you fucking like that shit. Because if you don't like that either, you won't like my class. So you have to go to a couple things. Anyways, the main goal is for us is to build a station that has high utility and that you could sit at the house and this would be enough. if you feel like you want to be a professional and like, you know, go fucking like, you know, balls deep into this logic, show that you know how to use it, and then, you know, find your way into Discord and we'll talk, I guess. But at any rate, so 4 or 5 shows a week. I mean, seriously, this is the class, motherfucker. You're in it. Symbols are SAFM, Citra. Okay. CT. What did you say? CT what? SAFM. Sanderson Farms. Sanderson Farms. What is this? This is some food thing. Food, meat, fish, dairy, and a food crisis seems prudent. That guy looks bullish as fuck. Yeah, that guy looks good. I think that dude's trying to leave without me. Yeah, he looks good. Food crisis, food things, right? CTRM. Caster Maritime. Is this a shipping guy? Is that what you asked me for? CTRA. What is this? This is a energy minerals dude. So obviously we talked about that guy, and seems pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. Do you want to do it again? But yeah, he's doing stuff. So apart from the fact he's a stick right now on this resolution, don't chase sticks, right? If you're not part of the rotation out of this, you don't want to bind to the extensions because you'll eat corrections, right? So always pay attention, right? A lot of people don't think things in a bull flag are a good idea here or here, right? It seems great right about there. And then you eat this, and that's your next bull flag, right? And then you go, well, fuck, I'm buying again, and you eat this bull flag, right? So don't do that, right? These extensions, that's the death trap. So pay attention to guys in trend. You get a good counter structure. You try to figure out a good risk-adjusted entry into that. So that's pretty arced out right now, and a little dangerous if you're not part of some of these already, at least in this resolution. There are resolutions you can make this make sense, but as far as we're going to go on the show, this is a little bit of a stick over this. You might want to get a slightly big counter structure like this guy over here. Oh no. Yeah, you probably want him to do something like that, right? Give you something like that out here and then go up. At least you have a bigger system to play out of, you know, than this stick right now. So you always want big systems to play out of, right? Lots of volume on your side, right? Wherever you're playing. You want to play, you know, big ass markups or markdowns from big systems. This is a stick right now. So at this resolution, your options are a little limited. Oh no, what do I delete? Well, whatever. So you get that one. I forgot the other one already. What's the other one? RVI and ED. RVI. Moscow exchange volatility. That guy's fucking somewhere. I did that somewhere. Let's see. There he is. So I posted this on the front wall, and you know, Russia's volatility. Remember the exchange was closed for a while, so some stuff was pretty janky with this, but this is pretty much the line in the sand you have, right? So much like our VIX, you've got like the major climaxes for like, you know, huge events in the world, and they're a spike through, and this is your line in the sand now. So as long as you stay under here, you know, this is the World War III level. Can he bounce from here back up to here? Yeah, he's pulling back to the old, like, you know, pretty high area of both of these. And the VIX is rising here. VIXs tend to be correlated across the world. Risks are correlated globally with what's going on. So if we keep rising on our side, this VIX will start to pump back towards these levels. And then ED was the other one. ED. This is Con Ed, which is a power grid guy, energy guy. We actually have Con Ed. So, um, so utilities can kind of be a safe haven when markets are kind of being crazy. Like they're relatively strong. So if you look at something like Southern Energy versus ARC, say, this is the place you want to be, right? When you're getting a major de-risking your growth assets, your utility guys tend to be more stable. Your Philip Morris's, right? These guys, that's why I put him into OnlyFans, because these guys are where the strength is, right? Outside of dirty energy, like money tends to flow towards staples when there are growing risks. So I put a lot of boring stocks in OnlyFans, but now you guys see why, right? Because most people don't really see it that way, but when you look at it, right, where's the real bull market right now? It's, look at that. You wouldn't believe there's a fucking train wreck going on in stocks when you look at what Philip Morris looks like. So, Con Ed at this moment, though, this pullback looks kind of serious. I think in utilities, I think he looks better. I think I like Southern better. Do I got Southern anywhere else? No. So Southern, let's see, Duke. We talked about Duke before. He's pulled back kind of like Con Ed, but these guys look like strong if they kind of get the market to stabilize a little bit. They look a little bit more vulnerable to de-risking than some other people in the space. AWK, water guy, had been looking pretty good, but he got nailed too. So I don't think this is really the safe haven right now. I thought guys like Philip Morris to me seemed more stable, which is why I thought he looked better to put into OnlyFans, and he has been more stable. But when you're in a de-risking event like this, right, it's either you're going to play like, ratios like what I showed you, or you're going to short the risk assets outright, or you're going to stay in cash. It's kind of like the real plays you can make. But yeah, I think Edison right now is probably like in the same basket as a lot of the other guys, and they're kind of reacting to the de-risking with the market. So as the market stabilizes from this, you may see these guys, if commodities stay strong, you may see some of these guys track higher. But remember, these guys pay high dividends. So as long as you have a rate cycle, the Fed is actually negatively impacting the valuations of these guys based on yields. So they'll have to readjust in order to get the yields to make sense, and that usually means down as long as the rate cycle is up. So that might be a little nerdy. And this guy's got earnings also, so keep that in mind and watch out for that. Did he do it already? Oh, he had a surprise. I don't even see shit pre-market. It's fucking utilities. They're boring. So that's my synopsis on that. Anyways, it's 9/12. Lucky 9/12. As you said, NFTs could also de-risk if we continue to get a pump in VIX, but how far of a de-risk has to occur in order for sentiment to NFTs to change bearish? Well, I just showed you in the beginning of the show that NFTs as a basket, the blue chips fucking got nailed. Everything got nailed. Once you're pushing any higher than this, everything will get nailed. So it's not that it has to turn bearish. I mean, it'll literally suck the money out of everything on the fucking planet. That's what happens when you have a deflationary wave. Like, everybody loses money together. So that's what you're at the risk of if we break up any higher. You'll see it right now. Everything's weak. There is no safe haven except for the assets that have positive fundamentals on them, which are things tied to the energy crisis, things tied to food, things tied to generally a disaster. So it's not even really just a natural market rotation. There's definitely like capital flight coming out of the marketplace. Some people are panicking about Kathy selling 26,000 shares of Tesla. She has like fucking like 1 million shares of that shit or some stupid shit. But you do want to pay attention if Kathy has to start selling just for liquidity's sake. That's what I'm watching for, because that would be a sign of the bottom. When she actually has to get forced out, or redemptions, people begin to fucking like actually de-risk her and force her to fucking sell, which will cascade a lot of stock she has to sell out of. That will be a sign of where the bottom will form. So I'm telling you, like, she is it. She's the poster child of this crash cycle. That's who you watch. When that big penis explodes, that's likely the fucking opportunity of the century to get up on some cheap dick. Anyways, y'all motherfuckers get ready, don't die. I see y'all motherfuckers on Flip. Peace out. Have a good weekend.
Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome